Go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot.
Campbell just stole his trophy, that's awesome. He said,
call them Chauncey, cause they're gonna chop. Took her out of filers, cause I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Oh, let me get that shit. I got it now too. Oh, I got people before I get it. Oh shit.
I'm in a coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the 5. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they fine and telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this drip from my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coke, Cartier ass to watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 a dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show it, I sit like.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. From Denver. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Down. Red 38. Put.
Play fake. Here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Love looking to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Really? Yellow.
Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing. Love. Touchdown! Christian Watson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing Nix. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nix from the shotgun. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because the
Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. On first down, a run with the game. And down inside the 40 or about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw is Nix. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll get this down to the 32. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Nix to the air. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin.
And that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Captain. Hold on, son. Ready.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now he'll take this and run. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
52 blaster. Set.
Off the play fake, Love. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Final play of the half, Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
The Broncos take over first and 10. The Broncos take over first and 10. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
Bombers. Olay.
A final shot before break. Knicks trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
Yeah, my bad, chat.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Knicks. Oh, dropped it. That's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Yep.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense.
I can't wait.
They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This is trash.
Captain.
Working out of the gun is Knicks.
Look at that shit, bro. Look at this.
Pressure, and down he goes.
This is in like fucking slow motion, bro.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
I'm
This
losing games
offense
I know
in
damn well
desperate need
I'm
of a
fucking
conversion
losing.
as they come up
Bullshit.
on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Yes, bro.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
3 yards. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Bombers.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Knicks. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Captain. Ole. Joe.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's
Can't even throw the pass on.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Captain. Ole. Joe.
Knicks to throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Pat Bryant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of the special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Yeah, it just took me all the way to the sideline, bro. I can't play a game like this shit, bro. I can't play like this fucking Maggie kids.
Josh Jacobs.
This nigga ain't even good, bro. It was lagging for you when you were playing Call of Duty too, right?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And bulldozing his way through. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Nick's going to keep this himself. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He'll try to pick it up himself. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Kill. Ready. Bombers. Olay.
Harvey will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire 1st quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Yellow. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
45.
On 4th down, Love. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Get out of
Double
here, bro.
coverage, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
180. Kill. Joe. Bombers. Captain.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State is Jaleel McLaughlin. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Nix. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Bombers.
Back to throw. Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Almost set. Ready. 180 was hot. Middle. Captain. Olay.
They'll run for the first time. It's Tyler Bidet. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll go back to Bidet. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 1-yard line.
They'll try it with Bidet. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Tyler Beatty taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Copyright things in the background. From the defense from the game. But not straight.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They can really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready, set. You, yellow. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Love. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take possession here.
Let's go.
It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. And able to get this out to the 25. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
34 yards. 1st down, Packers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Malik Willis, 40 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Kill.
Nick's going to give this to Bidet. And he'll be brought down.
Man, let's go.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Shannon. On my set. Hey, bombers.
Nix from the shotgun. That's taken in by Franklin. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Straight ahead they go with the goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
On my set. Ready.
Now it's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Ready. Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
To throw. Here's Nix. And he is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
That first game was a fluke. It wasn't even fucking inattention.
McLaughlin is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. Here in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
What's good on the extra point? And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets him right back up to that level.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing. Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And this is intercepted.
Bye-bye.
And that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
You got what?
Go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's McLaughlin. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And the Packers pick it up. And he's got Rome. Inside the 10. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw is Nix.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
44. Bombers. Captain, show. Kill. Middle.
They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Here's 1st and 10.
Moving 19. Ready. Check. 68.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
38. Ready. Hunt.
Now Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Come on, ready.
Love. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. This is taken in at the 5.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. That shit is so fucking fake.
Take it all the way to the 2.
That shit is so fucking fake, bro. Come the fuck on, bro.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 9 Hawk, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Willis. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Captain. Almost pull left. Ready. 11, kill. Bombers. 2 to 12. Joe.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Oh, that is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here comes 2nd down.
Captain.
Nix to the air. Able to find Mims. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Almost set. Ready. Kill. Punch left. Away. Bombers. Middle.
On the give, it's Bidet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
For the Broncos field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
GG's, bro.
Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it.
Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me home when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun of me, got my with a tree.
Oh shit. Alright. I got my revenge against this motherfucker. That first game, yeah, my internet was fucking up. And I was distracted. Dumb shit. Hey chat, whoever's up in here, I can't really see right now. I got my chat up, so anybody who's in here, man, I'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be live for all night. I'll be live for like live for 6-7 hours, man. So y'all in here, man. Tune in tomorrow. Y'all have a good Friday. I'll see you Friday evening. Peace out.